Here is the complete script. How to invest your first $1,000 in 2025, step-by-step for complete beginners. In 2008, Bernie Madoff's Ponzi scheme was exposed, and investors lost an estimated $65 billion. What made it so devastating? Not just the massive dollar figure, but also the fact that many of his victims were elderly, trusting, and had invested their entire life savings with him. As we enter 2025, economic uncertainty reigns supreme. Interest rates are rising, inflation is a concern, and market volatility has investors on edge. But what if you're one of the millions who's yet to invest? Don't worry, this video will guide you through the process. Let's start with the basics. When investing $1,000, you have two primary options, a brokerage account or a Roth individual retirement account, IRA. Both offer tax benefits, but the key difference lies in their long-term goals. A brokerage account is ideal for short-term gains and flexibility. For instance, if you invest $1,000 at 10% annual interest, after 1 year, you'll have approximately $1,100. But here's where it gets interesting: compound interest comes into play. After 5 years, your investment will balloon to around $6,400. Now, let's consider a Roth IRA. With tax-free growth and withdrawals in retirement, this is perfect for long-term investing. Suppose you contribute $1,000 at 10% annual interest. After 30 years, it'll grow to an astonishing $1.13 million. The math speaks volumes. That's the power of compound interest. A key insight here is that high-yield savings accounts are often touted as a safe investment option. However, with inflation averaging around 2 to 3%, these returns pale in comparison to long-term investments like stocks or real estate. In fact, a study by Fidelity Investments found that over 20 years, the S&P 500 index has delivered an average annual return of around 10%. Let's dive into a real-life example. Consider Amazon founder Jeff Bezos' early days as a hedge fund manager in the late 1990s. His team at D.E. Shaw generated an impressive 55% annual return, which he used to finance his fledgling e-commerce venture. What can we learn from this? Firstly, investing with a long-term perspective is crucial. Secondly, diversification and taking calculated risks are essential for success. In the case of Amazon, Bezos' willingness to experiment and adapt allowed him to capitalize on emerging trends and grow his company into one of the world's most valuable. Now that you understand the basics and have a real-life example to draw from, it's time for action. Here are 3 concrete steps to take this week. 1. Open a brokerage account. Choose a reputable platform like Fidelity or Vanguard and deposit your $1,000. 2. Invest in ETFs. Start with broad market indices like the SPDR S&P 500 ETF Trust, SPY, or the Invesco QQQ ETF, QQQ. 3. Set up automatic investments. Schedule recurring transfers from your checking account to avoid emotional decision-making and ensure consistent growth. If you found this helpful, subscribe and hit the bell. I post every week with new personal finance insights and strategies. Next video, maximizing tax benefits for high-income earners in 2025. Stay tuned.